Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome to D Smith. Let's go. Welcome to today's show. Today's show, Glasses Malone explains why oh boy, your boy, the game wore this sweater in the J Rock Lift Me Up video. Let's go. Like, comment, subscribe. Welcome to the session, man.
Straight up, I don't need nobody for no damn press. I could, you know, I never forget explaining it still. I didn't need like I create my own energy because I understand exactly what hip hop is about. I did the work. I fucking did the work. And I'm always doing the work. And I'm always doing the work. I'm always doing the work. You know what I mean? So as long as I'm willing to learn and do the work, I'm gonna always be able to generate like a sonic boom, like always. You know what I mean? Because I'm always doing the work. I'm always learning what my predecessors did, what was their inspiration, what is culture really about. Like when we say street urban culture and I create all these aspects and I make a list of aspects, I'm always gonna be able to generate it as long as I see fit. And I was trying to explain this to Trap and Lex earlier, right? Because I get the dichotomy of somebody like Game, like Chuck to people, right? I get it. Like and it's like this is Game in a nutshell, right? Is this no? I shouldn't talk about this.
No, go ahead, because I'm gonna talk about it.
Would he
Then
be mad?
if you want to bring it up, I'm gonna.
Before you start, I have to say this. We have to stop saying, "Oh, this is the game. Oh, this is the game. That's the game. That's Chuck. That's how he is." It sounds like excuses to me, but let's go.
Talk about it.
You
I'm gonna
think
get mad
you
about
think
what?
Chuck would be mad and shit? He'd be like, man, glasses. I don't think so. Because to me, this is the
You gonna get involved in
complexity,
this, G?
huh?
This is a complex situation, bro.
Well, it depends, right? It's like right? It's like Chuck is the kind of person, right, where I'll never forget we was shooting a video to Lift Me Up. Lift Me Up was like probably my favorite J Rock song. Like Lift Me Up is like still probably top 5 J Rock songs to me. You know what I mean? The Win is there. Lift Me Up, couple songs y'all don't know about. But like ever since I met Johnny, like I always been a fan. Like he's he's I always felt like y'all never fully got his personality. You know what I mean? He's a lot more DMX and just than anything, but I think he's so reserved to everybody. But he's a dope brother. But Lift Me Up, I just knew that this was finna be his song, right? Because it just had this real hip hop vibe. It was so dope. I just remember the first time I heard it, like, damn, I wish this was my song. You know what I'm saying? I just love that fucking song. And
I thought it was a dope record, but damn.
I thought it was gonna be. I wish it was my song. I just love that beat, man. I love that song, bro. And
A lot of people thought Dr. Dre made that beat.
yeah. But you remember at this time still, and I remember they was asking Chuck to be in the video, right? They wanted Game in the video, and he was like, yeah, he was coming, and everybody came and did their cameo. DJ Quick was in the video, like it was a big deal because it was really important. Like we really thought this was the song, like for real, like
Is that the one? Is that the one they shot the Nickersons?
yeah. But they also shot Ghetto in the Nickersons too.
Yeah, because I remember it might have been the Ghetto video. I remember DJ Quick pulled up to that too.
Yeah. Well, and Quick always came through, right? And Game is so they want Game to be a cameo, right? It's because Game is like the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like the biggest
Can I
thing,
show it? Can I show it? Can I show it?
right? So
Can I
it's
show
like,
it?
yeah, Game, like, Chuck, like he coming, right? It's good business, right? So Gang come to the video, right? Pull up, dope joint, he there to support. But it's a new sweater that's starting to pop right now. And it's a sweater, right? The whole sweater look like a skeleton, like it's a rib cage skeleton, right?
Hmm.
It's a rib cage skeleton. And when it's time for Game's cameo, right, he zips the whole thing up and it covers his face. Right?
What the
And
fuck you coming to a nigga video?
right, so
That's foul.
and he shouts out Game on the track. That was an important part. And you see the video, and Game is wearing a mask, so you can't see his game. Like, I mean, Chuck is like 6'4", 6'5", so you know it's a tall guy, but like you don't see him. Right? And that is the dichotomy of Game, right? Whereas like he for sure can because he told you he was coming, but then he wore a thing, right, where you don't see is his face. And that don't actually work. Everybody don't feel the same about that shit.
Now let me ask you this, because Game was one of the biggest artists on the planet at the time. Do you think he could have been under some type of labor restriction to where, you know, because Interscope is putting millions of dollars of marketing in this dude at this point, and I'm pretty sure he just couldn't do what the fuck he wanted to do.
Yeah, he could have. He had his own deal at that time. He had left Interscope. He was at Geffen. It was under Black Wall Street.
Yeah, you just never know, man. You know, situations like this could be so tricky, man, because them dudes got a lot of history together.
But that's the dichotomy of Game, right? Where it's like you'll be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And that's Chuck, bro. That's really Chuck. That's really Game. And you
Well,
just
you
be
know,
looking
and
like,
I'm not making excuses
nigga.
for him because I don't know the situation, bro, but he probably wasn't allowed to show himself, bro. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I don't know if it's about he gonna do what the fuck he want to do. That's Chuck. He gonna do what he want to do. Chuck told a story the other day where he was like, niggas didn't want to fuck with me. He fuck with me anyway.
Man, you know what, man? A lot of people don't understand. I feel what you're saying, G, and you are right, right? But I think a lot of people think that people can do what they want to when they're on a label. That's not necessarily true. If
It was his
somebody is a
label. This ain't one of those conversations.
Oh
This
no,
not one of
this
them.
ain't that. But I'm just saying
This
real quick
ain't
because
that.
I see people over there talk about artists can do what they want to do. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Artists can't do what the fuck they want to
In
do.
this particular situation, yes, he could have. Yeah. Yeah. But I
Yeah.
mean, why is a whole nother conversation. And that's kind of the argument when it comes to Chuck. Like, you know what I mean? And to me, like that is really where, you know, everybody not that's to me, like if there was ever like a disdain, that's to me where everything could start at. And it's this type of confusion that, you know, sometimes clouds the love that's happening. You know what I mean? People just not sure. To me, I'm just grateful for anything. It's tripping.
Let me ask you this, bro. Do this wind up turning into a war of words?
No.
Huh?
Because even when you saying that still, even for you to say that irresponsibly, you know this gonna go right to guns.
Man,
This
you
ain't
know
finna
what?
be no
No,
rap shit.
I'm not trying to be irresponsible. Nothing. I'm just talking real, man. Do you think they
I
just
said
leave
real,
this
you
alone?
know this, if this was to turn into a war of wars, it's gonna turn into a war of bullets.
I would
Because
hope
ain't
not,
nobody
bro.
finna let nobody disrespect them and do all of that. These two gang members, you know what I'm saying? This ain't
I
finna
would
go
hope.
that way.
I would hope not, bro. And if we
It's
that
the
place,
only
man,
way it
with
can
music,
go.
man,
It's no
if
alternative.
we at that place with music,
It's,
dog, to where, man,
it's
we in a
not
sad place,
music,
bro.
but it's not music. It ain't never just been music. Even when all the people lie, like it's ever just rapping and you just gonna see each other and be cool, bro. You talking shit about somebody. You know what I mean? You talking shit about somebody, bro. You saying some shit about somebody. You calling somebody out their name. You think that's a war of words? Like you think you can sit somewhere still and somebody call you a bitch ass nigga, you gonna just sit right there and be cool with it? No. I don't give a fuck if it's
Oh
over
no.
beats. You know what I mean? So you know damn sure this ain't gonna quite be nothing simple. And that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, I tell you this though, man, and this how I feel about this, man, for real, right? Uh, you supposed to always ride with the home team. And that's just me saying, if it was,
even going through that, that's kind of the thing. You know what I mean? It ain't like trying to go backwards. It's just even moving forwards because it ain't really no beef, bro. Like the truth is, it ain't no fucking beef. You know what I mean? But it's just this is kind of what it's like being in the middle of a bunch of men trying to figure out everything they got going on. Like,
Game responded to doing this?
I'm sure.
I see some shit in the chat. People saying that he said they ain't pay for my face. Oh, that was crazy.
I hope he didn't say that because he wouldn't have charged. I mean, would he have charged for his face? I doubt he told him he was going to charge for his face.
Yeah, see, the thing is, man, it can get so messy even talking about this shit, though. That's why I don't even like having these fucking conversations, man, because it's just, no matter what you say, it's going to come out. You feel what I'm saying? Like
it's the hard conversations, bro.
It's a hard conversation, dog, because we definitely ain't want to be having in public, you know what I'm saying? Not the real conversations, you know? But it is what it is, you know?
I saw somebody saying I take up for somebody.
So let me say this before I end this video, because I agree with Glasses Malone like 95% of the time. This time, I do not agree with him because it's all about accountability. So you telling me since 2010, 9, ain't nobody has holded the game accountable for his actions. This was one of the actions he should have been held accountable for. Come on, bro. This J Rock, it's a look. This TDE, and you hide your face. This just empowered the game to be on more bull crap. I'm right or wrong. So ain't nobody held this guy accountable. Come on, Glasses. You gotta hold the game accountable. You can't say this is the game. This is Chuck. Because Chuck is gonna take this to his head. It's too late now. I'm the game, I'm Chuck. So now he's just running around LA doing whatever the fuck he want, man. Because nobody held him accountable. I'm right or wrong, but hey, let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, and welcome to the session. Bam, I'm out of here.